Hey everyone, Erin here, your hostess with the mostest, and welcome to a very special edition of Trans Gaming. John will not be joining us for this. This is about my transition from assigned male at birth to female. And I think it's really important to kind of catalog this sort of stuff because it takes a long time, and you really want to, like, it's very a slow process, I guess. I didn't really have anything written down, so I don't want to be too scatterbrains or just talk too much, but that's probably what's gonna end up happening. Anyway, for myself, I never really kept like a diary or anything like that. In the past, I didn't really care what happened to me. So this is all kind of new, and I think that's part of why I didn't actually care. But anyway, this is a continuation of what I've already started with like my blog on another website, and then I recorded the audio and stuff. And I'm just going to be starting here and not doing those anymore, and this will be like a weekly thing, I think. And I'm not really sure what I'll put in here because when I first started my transition, like, there was so much I just didn't understand and I didn't know, and I had no idea about so many things, and lots of things were changing just every single day. And now it's kind of like there's a little bit of a lull, but then there's these major milestones that you can hit with your transition. And definitely one of them is starting HRT, which stands for hormone replacement therapy. And it's usually given in like pill form, or it could be a patch or injection, that kind of thing. Mine are actually going to be pills. But without further ado, I do want to kind of make this a very special moment. I doubt you guys can see this, but these are the two pills that I have. One is spironolactone, and the other one is estradiol. And essentially what Spiro does is it's a testosterone blocker, and estradiol is like sort of a synthetic estrogen type of thing. And what it would do is basically change the way that my body functions with its hormones. So let me just take these really quick. Oh boy. Alright, hope my voice isn't really... But anyway, so there are a lot of things that these actually do for the body. And I obviously I'm just starting, so I don't know like all the details, just what I've done research on and what I can remember. But like, a lot of people think they're just basically boob pills. And that's definitely a big part of it. But there's so many little things that, like, it really just kind of changes your whole body chemistry, because so much of like who you are is regulated by your hormones and things like that. So like one of the things that it does is it will redistribute fat. I'm not actually sure where like fat normally goes on men. I didn't look into that, but I know with taking HRT, like, it'll go around like my hips and also in my chest and also low in my face. And not only that, your skin will get thinner and it will get softer. The pores will get smaller. And then body hair also like lightens if it's darker, and it slows down in growth too. So it's really great for a lot of things, especially for me. That's one of my big like dysphoria things. It also causes atrophy of the muscles as well as Mr. Happy. But alright, that was a little awkward. And not only that with like the muscles, but it also changes like how the ligaments are stretch and connect. So like even if it's more like bone and not so much muscle, like that can change too. And if you're young enough, I don't think that I'm young enough at all, but if you are young enough, then when you're on HRT, it will actually help your bones develop as the sex that you actually are, and things like that. And I'm sure I missed like other things. Oh, like it also sort of like regulates your mood. Like it kind of calms your spirit, or in a lot of ways just makes things like less cloudy for you. And sorry, I don't normally talk this long without like taking a drink of water, but yeah, like it does just so many things that it's crazy to think about. And oh, a couple other like more health related things is it also shrinks your prostate, which reduces your chance for prostate cancer. And there's no proof that it actually increases your chance for breast cancer. So those are both really big pluses too. But typically, like there won't really be a lot of noticeable changes for the first couple months, I guess. Like it seems to work like around 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, that kind of thing. And it doesn't really like have the full effect until like 2 or 3 years into it. So yeah, it's kind of a really long process. Alright, yeah. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just always so busy doing things and not really planning them out. I gotta work on my thumbnail for these and what I'm gonna do with the title and stuff. Because like this one's kind of gonna be a little bit longer than I think like the other ones will be. Because like here I'm describing what HRT does and like what happened with my taking my blog and things like that, and why it's important and stuff like that. And I mean, I already went over that, so but but in the future I'm not really sure like what I'll say in this when I talk about like that lull, because I don't think, besides like actual physical changes, which I'll definitely be talking about if I notice them, and also like emotional ones too, because like I said, the physical changes don't really like happen until like 3 months out, or start to. And a lot of people have said that you can start to feel like the emotional ones like within the first week. So I guess look forward to the next one if it's going to be all about emotions, because I really can't wait to sort of feel emotions, I guess. And besides that, I think maybe I'll try to like include something from other friends of mine that are also transgender. Maybe like something encouraging that they did, or something that they went through, and talk about like why that's important too, and how I can apply that to the upcoming week or something. But I guess that's kind of it. Before closing this out, again, I have to apologize for the length. And I did actually write down something. This is kind of crude, whatever. But, so, right now, my bust is 34 inches. My waist is 29.5. And my hips are 37, and I think that's a little bit bigger than they actually are. But maybe I'm wrong. I have to work on like how to measure things. And I weigh like 152 right now. While people are on HRT, they either lose a lot of weight or they gain a lot of weight. But all I know is that typically to have the right kind of proportions in women, you want like between 15 and 21% body mass index. And I don't really know what mine is. But anyway, I don't know what else to talk about. I'm sorry if this really wasn't the greatest video. And yeah, if you stayed till the end, you're a real sweetheart. And take care.